How are you guys? Or good evening, or good afternoon, wherever part of the world you are. I just want to leave a quick message. I always say quick, but it always end up being long. But I roll with the spirit. I want to talk to you about the book of Psalms 34, verse 18 and 19. It says that God loves the needy and the brokenhearted. So, and verse 9, that's 18 and 19 also says that people with broken spirit, if your spirit is broken, God will rescue you. So the people who are close to God, we go through a lot of injustice. Do you notice when you start serving God, everything seems to go wrong in your life? And that's the power of the difference between the human spirit and the spirit of God. When you start serving Him, a lot of things go wrong in your life, but it also means that God is on your side. He's going to rescue you from all the stuff you're going through. A lot of people are going through like broken-hearted stuff, losing family members, jobs, finance, all these things are going on. This is when you turn to God and ask Him to rescue you. You don't, this, these kind of things are not done in a physical manner. It's done in a spiritual manner. And this is why we all have to remember that God is a good God, and everything that He said He will do, He will do. And that's the difference between human promises, saying things, and God saying it. His word is this bond. It's like I said, His word is gold. So when He says it, know that it's going to happen. Never feel like you're alone, because you're not alone. God is always on your side. And even when you feel like you can't see Him, you can't feel Him, just know that He's right there. He's always there. We're the one who separate ourselves from God. I would say 85% of the time, because sometimes He separates Himself from us when we keep doing the wrong thing also. He turns His back on us, because if you're, it's just like when you're a child and you know your parents tell you not to do certain things and you still go ahead and do it. That's how the Father is. If He's going to keep rebuking you and telling you not to do something and you decide, you know what, I'm going to follow my own way and do things my own way, then it's the same thing. So if you're going through like a lot of disaster in your life and you're serving God, know that the serving that you're doing has a big reward in the end. But you don't do the serving for reward, but know when you do good things, God is watching. He's watching everything all of us do, good and bad. But the reward for us that's doing good is a prosperous and spiritual compared to people who get financial gain, cars and this and that. Those things are not worth anything. When you leave this earth, you can't take anything. What is the point? When you leave this earth, you should leave a legacy of goodness and positive, and people talking about how great you were as a human being, taking care of others, helping others. You're always a good listener. You're always a good provider or a good friend or something. You don't want to be old. They always have nice cars, nice house. What kind of legacy is that to leave for the rest of your family that's gonna be here? You know, when is the time for you to go? You know, you want people to talk about you positively while you're here, not when you're gone. Because you know, 99% of the time, nobody has nothing nice to really say about anyone. I just provide financial help and no type of spiritual connection, no good friend. They always say, oh my God, he was such a good provider. He took care of his family, and that's it. What about the other people around? What about the people around him? The people you call friends and stuff like that? All I'm saying is know that God is a good God. And if you serve Him, He will take care of all your problems. You won't have to worry. A lot of times things may not seem like they're going the way they're supposed to go because we don't understand that God is working behind the curtains. And that's the part about life we don't understand. When God is working behind the curtains, it's hard for you to see what is going on. But just know that God is there for you. Submit yourself to Him. If you haven't already done that, what you're going through is a part of the journey. God prepare you. A lot of things we go through in life prepare us for moments of what God has for us. If you don't know bad, you will never know good. And this is the reality of it. Things change and shift us in a way to make us grow, you know, to make us stronger. And when you get stronger physically, you get stronger spiritually. When you get stronger spiritually, you get stronger emotionally. And then it just keeps going. It's like a chain reaction. To just know that if you're going through stuff right now, God is on your side. As long as you're serving Him, you're talking to Him, you're relying on Him, you're depending on Him, you will make everything better. I hope this message gets to one person. If I did that, I know I did my job. Basically, if you get this message, share this message with a friend so they know that, you know, if you're serving God and you feel like things are still not going right, God is working behind the curtains for you. Whoever listen to this message, may God continue to watch you and take care of you and your family. May He put a peace in your heart that you need, because we need peace on earth. You know, they say that the brain doesn't feel pain. So think about it. Where does the pain come from? The pain comes from the heart. The heart is the one that sustains all the negative stuff, and it sends signals to the brain to understand that you're in pain, but the pain doesn't come from the brain. This is why people make poor choices. People change their mind constantly and make poor choices in life. So that means that when you thinking of someone hurting doesn't work when it comes to the brain. It comes from the heart. Unless someone feels something, they can't, really express it. So most of the time, people make poor decisions and hurt others because the pain is not in the right place. All right. I hope this message find the person, like I said. Have a good day. Bye.